Hello and welcome to another update, a stock update. We take a look at the AirBNB stock today. It's a stock that I covered in January within our stocks and S&P 500 service after a request. And at the time, the price came down into this support area and we had a bullish outlook. Pretty much there's a completely unchanged wave count. The price actually touched the support area twice, which was communicated here between $130.78 and $120.69, which was for a wave 2 pullback, and since then absolutely escalated to the upside, which is very typical for a wave count that I have here on the chart, which is a third wave rally. Okay, so let's talk about the stock itself. Let's talk about the structure. Overall, long term, bit of a tricky structure because we have really only had a downtrend until the 2022 lows, were formed here around $81.50. But it's an ABC structure to the downside. So that suggests that, three waves down can definitely allow for a 5-wave pattern to the upside to follow. Essentially, we always have to start an Elliott wave count from the all-time low, right? But what we have to still consider is what happened before at least, and it can give insights, and therefore we come up with a bullish and a bearish scenario. However, because we have been printing higher highs and higher lows since January 23 or December 22, my focus is on the upside in the white scenario primarily, as long as support levels are holding. And as soon as support levels start to break, it suggests a deviation from the preferred wave count, which is the white one, which suggests further aggressive upside continuation into the $200 region. But yeah, if we break below support, it would suggest something different is going on, and it would be the yellow count. Okay, so if any support level breaks, it will increase the probabilities for the yellow scenario, which suggests here, and this is only the alternative count, 3 waves down in wave A, 3 waves up in wave B, and then 5 waves down in wave C, which could take us even below the 2022 low, so be below $81 basically. But until we break support levels, which I will talk about right now, the focus is on higher in the white scenario into the $200 region, and to be honest, probably the mid to high $200 region. So what's the structure? First of all, we have, quite a bullish structure here on the chart, which I'm labeling as a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and maybe 1-2 setup. So too many 1-2 setups really to be reliable, but as long as support levels are holding, we can go with it because it's following through. Okay, so what does it mean, 1-2 setups? So it means this 1-2, it needs a third wave, it needs a fourth and a fifth. This 1-2 also needs a third wave, fourth and a fifth. This one as well, and this is very bullish because you can see that these 1-2 setups, which basically indicate 5 waves to the upside, 3 waves down, and a higher low, they basically form these 5-wave patterns. And the more you have, the more bullish it is. The chart basically charges itself for an upcoming rally. Now we are obviously in the rally. Potential entry point was obviously in January here in this support region. The question is now, okay, can this rally continue? Can this rally continue? And earliest indication that something is breaking down would probably be a break below this trend line. We can draw a trend line. It's not exact science, but it might help to identify a possible break of trend. From this swing low, which was one of the wave 2s in January, I don't have a very clear micro pattern, okay? Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Not a very clear micro pattern. I would argue it's possible that we have even another 1-2 setup here, or we are sort of directly in this third wave. That's a bit difficult to say. I think we are in the third wave already, which typically would reach the 100% extension level, which I haven't got on the chart. Let me just do that, put that onto the chart. The 100% extension, that's at $171.81. Further extensions are always possible, but basically this Fibonacci range is measured from this 1-2 setup, circle wave 1, circle wave 2. Circle wave 3 should reach ideally $189 plus, okay? That's the 1.236 extension, ideally even higher, but that's sort of my first minimum target really. And we say typically a third of a third wave, which is here, wave 3, should reach the 100% extension. But if this third wave, which is currently in the making, goes higher, circle wave 3 would extend and it would shift everything to the upside. Yeah, and basically, what's the earliest level that would indicate that there is some kind of a top in place? Yeah, it's probably this last swing low, to be honest. I mean, that is the level at around $160.30. To be honest, it shouldn't really break in this scenario. I mean, there are a few areas of confirmation. I mean, the earliest confirmation you can get that something is breaking down is probably here the break of the trend line, then a break above the last, below the last swing low. And then what we can do is to use the 50% Fibonacci level of the third wave. That's really a reliable level in an impulse. That level shouldn't break now. And that's at $149. So that is really the next key level to watch. If that level breaks, then 143.50 will be support. But yeah, at the latest below that, I would probably start to assume that the B wave has topped there. It will depend a little bit on the structure, and it depends on how much confirmation everybody needs. But to be honest, ideally, in the white count for continuation into the $200 region, we shouldn't break below $149 now. That's just a quick update about AirBNB. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about stocks, then feel free to check out the Stocks and S&P 500 service. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.